Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your August forecast. Listen, I think this is going to be a sweet month in so many ways because why? We got Venus and Mars in your first house. First house is all about you, your essence, right? And how you come across to the outer world, how you're being perceived and so forth. And Venus is all about charm. It's also love and romance, and Mars is there, so there's activity. This is a great time, Virgo, for you to be with your partner, your significant other, or meeting somebody new if you're single. And so we got that going on as well. It's also a good money month in many ways. Why? Because you can be attracting maybe opportunities right now where you can radiate and shine and move forward and present yourself in the way that you want to be presented. It is in your sign, both of them, right? And we know how you Virgos are so good about organizing things, getting all your ducks in a row, right? So I could feel that Mars will bring some of that activity into the picture as well. We also have the Sun and Mercury in your 12th house. Now, that's kind of working a little bit behind the scenes. It's a dream time. It's time to meditate or just listen within so you can hear that inner voice, or your intuition might be running extra strong this month. Definitely want to pay attention to that. But the other planets, all of them are retrograde. Uranus meeting up with a group of retrogrades here on the 20th of August, but Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all of them. And what does that mean? Well, that just means that these energies are working in the background of your life, okay? So they're not really up here on a conscious level. It's working more on the subconscious level. It's working on your timeline. Things aren't really moving forward. You might feel that things are slowing down or also even backwards. Now, the blessing of retrogrades, when we learn how to use them in a correct way, is that there could be situations of the past, opportunities of the past, which may now kind of resurface that you can look into and try to figure out what you want to do with them, whether you want to jump on that bandwagon, right, or not, but to incorporate things that you have already worked on. So there's not a whole lot of movement, okay, in August, moving forward in the big scale. It's those personal planets that are really going to show up, like we've mentioned, your first house of Venus and Mars, and of course the Sun and Mercury. But we do have the new moon this month, which is on August 8th. For anyone who has your planets at 16 degrees of Leo, will be sparked with this new moon. For you, it's showing up in the 12th house. So again, your subconsciousness, your dream states, where you meditate, where you're intuitive, kind of listening within to that inner voice that can spark something, maybe creative. The 12th house is a Piscean house, so it's very telepathic too, right? So spiritually here, this new moon on the 8th should be you asking the universe that you want more of this intuition to sit with you, to be with you, not just now in this coming month until the next new moon, but for the oncoming year, where you could draw from it until the new moon in the 12th house of 2022 comes back around. So try to focus on that. I think that is a great gift from the universe. And then we have that full moon, which is actually going to conjunct Jupiter in your 6th house. And we know how Jupiter expands everything it touches, right? So even though Jupiter is retrograde, it's still going to get a lot of that Jupiter feel and essence to it. Now, this is showing up in your 6th house, Virgo, and that's the area of your chart that you rule. You rule that 6th house, so you're comfortable there. And it has to do with your day-to-day routine and work. We're not talking goals as far as like career or anything, but how you work. And we know how good you are about streamlining and organizing things in your life. This is a great time where you could see maybe a breakthrough on how you could streamline, how you can organize, or what you've been working on in organizing, because Jupiter has been here for a while, ever since top of the year. Saturn has been there since top of the year. So whatever you've been working on from January to now, I feel that this full moon will show you exactly how well you've done. It's going to bring it to the forefront of the table. So pay attention to that. And that full moon, which is on the 22nd, so circle that on your calendar, will also be in opposition to Mars in your first house. So it's you kind of looking at what you've been doing, what you are now achieving. The full moon kind of bringing that to the table, also with your partner. Okay, so this could be a strong partner month happening after the 22nd, after that full moon has brought it to light. Okay, so these other planets, well, not much to say. We've talked about them last month. We'll be talking about them months to come. All of these are going to be retrograde for 4 to 5 months, so a little slow there. But go with what we just talked about, okay? This is a time for you to look at what do you want? How do you want to present yourself, right? How do you want to come across romantically? Which is that Venus with the Mars scribe there, but it's also about money. Maybe you're going to be pampering yourself a little bit more this month with Venus and Mars in the first house, which has to do with you. You might go get a new haircut. You might go out and look at what you want to add to your wardrobe, that kind of thing. Anything that circles around you personally is what this month, August, is going to be all about. So that is pretty much the short and the skinny here of August. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get our updates. Meanwhile, have a wonderful month of August. See you next month. Bye now.